Good afternoon to the citizens of St. Bernard Parish. Today is Tuesday, May 12th. Braden Nucio's birthday today, so happy birthday to Braden Nucio, my grandchild. I hope today is a great day for you. As we do always, we will start with a personal prayer for the family of those who lost their lives. Thank you. All right, so COVID-19 and how we're doing with that. Everything continues to be declining here in St. Bernard Parish. What we do expect, because there are some expanded testing at the hospitals and doctors' offices, and because we are now going to be expanding our economy, we're going to be expanding what we do as far as events, and we talked a little bit about that yesterday. We expect those numbers to start increasing a little bit, but not in a peak that affects our healthcare system. So for these next 21 days or so in this phase, we are going to be collectively as a state, and in a lot of states throughout our country, we're going to be monitoring to see if that spike happens or if it's about to happen, so that we can make some changes in what we do in our community and some of the guidelines that we're living by, right? So we are still living by the wash your hands, do not touch your face, stay 6 feet away from people. Now we're seeing more people out in public wearing masks. It exponentially keeps you safer if you're wearing a mask. It's a very simple way of putting it. If you wear a mask, it makes it a lot more prevalent for you to be safe. And really it shows respect for other people when you're out in the public. So we encourage everyone to wear a mask. So now that we have the 25% capacity that's increasing in our restaurants, dining in, and what that looks like, we ask the citizens of St. Bernard Parish, the customers of all of our establishments here in St. Bernard Parish, to live by those guidelines, to understand that our businesses here in St. Bernard Parish want to do the right thing. They want you to be safe. They want our community to be safe. They want us to come out of this economic downturn and be stronger and better at the end of this. So we need to work as a team, the customer and businesses, and we need to make sure that this works. We have seen a few businesses here lately that seem to be stretching what's going on, and actually they're going beyond stretching. Or pushing the envelope, like we've said. And we've sent out some information to these businesses to make sure that they realize that we're trying to go slow. We're trying to push the envelope as far as getting you open. We don't want to push the envelope of making people not safe in your business. So the guidelines, once we get you open, we need to follow those guidelines as best we can. Things are going to start happening here now that the governor talked about outside sports and non-contact sports and what's happening. Baseball is going to be coming back, I think, sooner than what we thought. So our recreation department representatives will be meeting with Booster Club representatives next week to come up with a plan and to see what that looks like here in our community. And maybe other sports that are non-contact that we might be able to bring back to the citizens of St. Bernard Parish. So I'm excited about that. I want to make sure we do the right thing. I want to make sure that we have our numbers right when we reopen Val Reese. So that's something I'm looking forward to. USSSA is planning a tournament at Val Reese on Memorial Day weekend. So it's May 23rd and 24th. So we're going to be bringing in people from other communities. It's going to be reduced. It's not going to be a regular tournament. We're coming up with a capacity of each of our quads at Val Reese. We're coming up with a number of teams that can participate. We're looking at 2 waves, a morning session and an evening session, and not starting the evening session till everyone's out of the park, and trying to manage that. So USSSA has great a plan going forward, and we're working on our plan here in St. Bernard Parish to host those tournaments so that children in our region can get back to playing baseball. One of the things that we're not going to be doing at our first tournament is opening a concession stand. So those are the things we want to wait till we get through this phase before we start doing stuff like that. So people will be bringing their own drinks, maybe bringing their own food to spend a day at the park and watching their children or grandchildren play softball and baseball. So we're looking forward to that. We're planning for that, and we're going to make it happen here in St. Bernard Parish. We're going to do it responsibly. We're going to do it in a measured way, and we're going to make sure that everyone that goes to that tournament is safe. We are planning the July 4th festivities here in St. Bernard Parish. Every year we have one of the best fireworks shows in the state of Louisiana. It is something to see. And this year it will be even more special, celebrating our freedoms and our liberty and our independence here in America, and especially in St. Bernard Parish. At a minimum, what I see happening for our July 4th celebration is for people to just show up and watch the fireworks show, whether it's in their cars or with their family, spread out at Torres facility or the government complex facility, obviously with social distancing. The other festivities that we normally have is something we're looking at. We want to plan and be ready for it, but we're just not sure if we're going to be able to do the 4-hour deal. We might just do the fireworks at 9:45. We think that's important. We think that it's celebratory for our independence, and to just let everybody know that we're still here. So I'm looking forward to planning that and having that ready for the citizens of St. Bernard Parish. Yesterday, and I'm going to say it again today, Senator Hewitt is a co-sponsor of Senate Bill 359. She is a co-sponsor of that bill, and what that bill does, it takes away our rights as citizens of St. Bernard Parish to file suit against all companies who have left our wetlands, have left our coast damaged. So we think it's important. Throughout the whole coast of Louisiana, we have an agreement in place with a company for $100 million. This bill would take that $100 million out of the pockets of representatives all along the coast of Louisiana. And we think we're winning in the courts. We've been fighting this for 8 years now. It's something that we have to do here in St. Bernard, is protect our coast. We need to rebuild our coast, and we need to protect the citizens of St. Bernard Parish. And then that's not something we take lightly here. So we ask you to call her office. Her number or numbers is on the screen right now. Please give her a call and let her know that our coast is important, and we should have the right here in St. Bernard Parish to file suit against companies who damaged our coast and damages our way of life, damages our culture, damages our heritage here in St. Bernard Parish. So it's something that's so important. We want you to give her a call, give her office a call. Please be respectful and let them know that we want our local right to file suit against these companies. Again, Senator Hewitt, her number should be on the screen. Give her a call in a respectful way and let her know how you feel. So with that said, we're going into an exciting weekend. Our economy is going to open up. I am receiving a number of calls from a lot of businesses. We're way ahead of the game. We're going to be able to get our haircuts this weekend. We'll be able to get our nails done and all that good stuff here, right here in St. Bernard Parish. So with that said, thank you, and God bless each and every one of you.